Hey guys, welcome back to cybergeek. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to install Kali Linux on your Windows system without any need of VMware or VirtualBox or any kind of dual boot. It is very simple to install Kali Linux on your Windows with GUI, which means graphical user interface. So let's see how can we do that. अगर आपको ये वीडियो हिंदी में देखना है तो आप इसे हैकिंग फैंटम चैनल पर देख सकते हैं, उसका लिंक मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स और आई बटन पर दे दिया. इफ यू गाइस वांट टू वॉच दिस वीडियो इन हिंदी, प्लीज गो टू हैकिंग फैंटम चैनल, which link I have left in description box and in the I button too. So let's continue with the video. So how are we gonna install Kali Linux on our Windows? It is very simple. What you have to do, just go to your Microsoft Store and search over here Kali Linux. Once you hit enter, you are going to get here two options. Which one you have to click on? The Kali Linux. Once you click on it, you have to do the installation part. I have already installed it. If you have seen the previous video how to install WSL 2, if you have not seen, please go and watch it, because that is more important for your Kali Linux to function well in a subsystem. Okay, so you have to install this one. It's a quite 250 or sorry, I think 185 MB big. So just install and click on launch. So now over here you will get a interface called CLI, command line interface, just like your command prompt. So this is a command line interface, and which we mostly do not like it, right? So we need a graphical interface which is something like this. It should look something like this, right? So first of all, whenever we install a Kali Linux, we have to give username and password. So I hope when you have click on the launch button, it will be asking you to enter your username and password, right? So please enter your username and password and do not forget it, because that is more important, and it is functions as similar as your Kali Linux because it is a Kali Linux, right? So do not get confused with that. And once you set your username and password, you have to type apt-get and you have to give a command called update. Okay, so whenever we install any Linux operating system, we always run a update command to get update with our latest packages, stuffs and all. So once your update has been done, this is good to go, and we're gonna check over here is that by installing a package, whether it is installing a packages or not. So that is more important, right? In Kali Linux we all the time we install certain packages. So I'm gonna install nmap, and you can see it showing 0 upgraded, 0 newly initial, which means I have already installed. So it is basically working fine over here. So the installation is working fine, update is working fine. Now let me just show you guys something which is called uname-a. Over here you can see it says Linux desktop. Over here Microsoft, that is the date and time, and this is called GNU Linux. Okay, so I am running Linux on my Windows right now, and you have to type this command over here, /etc/os-release and hit enter. Now you can see the version of Kali Linux over here. The ID is Kali Linux, the version is 2020.2 over here. So basically our Kali Linux is functioning well, and we can see all the version stuff. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna ping Google, google.com. So whether it's pinging, yes, it has been pinging, which means our internet is working fine. So now once you are done, let's just ping. Let me just go to our command prompt over here and type ipconfig. So you can see my IP address over here, 192.168.43.68, right? So ping 192.168.43.6 and hit enter. Now you can see it is pinging to my internal device, which is nothing but my Windows, right? So let me just clear it. Okay, now how do you check an IP address of your Kali Linux? By giving a command called ipconfig. Now you can see it says Wi-Fi 0, and this is my IP address. So how do I know this Wi-Fi and this is my IP address? It's because I am connected on my Wi-Fi network. So that's the interface name is Wi-Fi 0, and this is my IP address. So let me just clear it. So we can see that basically everything has been installed fine in our system. Now we're going to install the GUI mode for the Kali Linux. Okay, so the command is very simple. You have to type apt install over here. Sorry, the spelling is wrong. Install. You have to type here xfce4. Let me just open my browser and tell you guys what is xfce4. xfce4 and hit enter. Now if you see over here, xfce is a free and open source desktop environment for Linux and BSD operating system, which is gives you a GUI mode, and it is like when you do a login, it gives you a login page, right? So this is what helps to get you login pages, which means your graphical user interface and all your folders. So we'll be seeing that inside it later on. Now you can see we have to install one more thing. You have to type apt. Okay, once more spelling is wrong. Okay, so apt install, and you have to type xrdp, hit enter. So you can see this has also been installed. Functionally it's functioned very well. Now what you have to do is that just clear it. Now you have to go inside /etc/init.d/ you have to type call xr. Okay, sorry for that, I made a mistake. You can see xrdp you have to type. Okay, and then space, then you have to type start. So once you do the start of this, it is nothing but it is starting your remote desktop access over here. You can see, right, starting remote desktop protocol server. So your xrdp helps you in getting a remote access. Now let's just search about what is xrdp. So xrdp, if you write over there, now it says xrdp is an open source in implementations of Microsoft RDP server that enables operating system other than Microsoft Windows to provide a fully functional RDP compatible remote desktop experience. Okay, so this helps you to get the graphical user interface. So now what you're gonna do, go on the search option and type here remote. You have to type remote and you will get something like this, remote desktop connection. Click on it. Now here it will ask you to enter something, right? You have to enter your Kali Linux IP address. So my IP address was what? 192.168.43.6. Remember that your Windows IP address and your Kali will be same because they are both connected. If I type over here ifconfig, now you can see over here, right, Wi-Fi 92.168.43, right? So let me just go here, type my IP address and click on connect. So it will give you a little bit of warning which says that the identified of the remote computer cannot be verified. So do not worry about it, just click yes. And now you can see we are on an interface of the Kali Linux. Now over here you have to enter your password, which is root. Yep. Now you can see here we have bunch of other sessions. We do not have to play with that. We are going to use XOR over here. Click OK. So now you can see we have successfully installed Kali Linux in our Windows system without any VMware or virtual machine or dual boot, and with an GUI mode, which is graphical user interface. Now you can easily create your folders over here and you do not have to open any command prompt stuff and all. You can simply open over here. So yeah, there you can see it is getting open over here. It's exactly same as your Kali Linux. So this is how you can do the installation in Kali Linux on Windows, and you can run it as GUI mode. Okay, so how to stop the remote access is that you have to just come here and give stop. So you can see remote stop xrdp. Now if you go over here, it will get stopped, it will get disconnected. So let's just come out of it and it says stop. So this is how you can install Kali Linux on your Windows system, and I hope you guys learned something new and it will help many of you guys who has lower version of systems which cannot support VMwares. So I hope some basic stuff you can do with this Kali Linux on your Windows, and we will meet in the next video. See you guys till then. Goodbye.